Hey everyone, so for this section of my website, I'm going to be talking about some research that has gone into video games and digital identity. So first off, video games absolutely can form an identity, and especially a digital identity online. So a quote from Dr. Hatton's module: first, there is the identity of being a gamer, someone who is into video games and sees playing video games as the defining trait of their true selves. This sort of shows how we can define ourselves by what we do online. Someone who plays a lot of video games may see that as their identity, may see that as who they are, and sees the gaming community as the main community that they are a part of. Same way that someone who's part of an activist or is part of a book club or part of a sports community might see themselves as belonging to that greater thing. Another quote is from a Guardian article by Keith Stewart. Is it possible to identify with the video game character? Is it possible to explore what it means to be someone else? This quote and this article goes a lot into how first-person video games and even some third-person video games kind of show how you are in the story. It's not this character did this, it's you did this, and it's how will you solve the puzzle, or it's how will you decide what to do in this story. And this sort of creates a whole nother world that the player can immerse themselves in and takes responsibility for their actions in the world and has to grapple with the decisions and has to grapple with what they are doing in this world, even though it is just a video game. Video games as a social activity as well, right? I mean, especially right now during the pandemic, because people can't socially distance and go outside and be social there, a lot of people are resorting to video games and having these online interactions, a main one which is playing video games. So people can socially interact with people, with their friends in a safe way online. Like, video games are often thought of as a loner activity or a loser activity that people do in a dark corner in a basement, but this couldn't be further from the truth, even though this is how the media portrays them as. But it's a growing community where people have to work together to solve issues and people have to communicate. There's a whole lot of communication that goes into playing video games. Video games as a social media platform is also a very big concept because gaming is a social media platform and it has spawned actual, quote-unquote actual social media platforms like Discord and Twitch. Discord, which is used to communicate about gaming and while gaming, while Twitch is used to stream games from gamers to viewers. And this social media creates a big digital identity as well, just like LinkedIn or an Instagram account would. Like, very big personalities like Ninja have created an entire identity with a huge following based off of Fortnite and Twitch and these video games. But this also leads to some issues that other social media platforms have as well, which is anonymous people, or not even anonymous, but people who view this as a screen between them and the other person, so they can lead to toxic behavior and toxic environments, especially for women and people of color within the gaming community.